I really got to get this sleeping in under control. Like, holy. Got to start setting an alarm or something. Wow. So last night, I got to bed a little late. Got to bed at about 5:36. And woke up at 5:36. I slept for 12 hours. That is way too much sleep. I got to start setting an alarm. So, yeah. It's currently almost 7 o'clock in the evening. Starting off super late. I know, I get heckled for it. It's the way she goes. Logie and I want to work on the mod pack some more tonight. And then go from there. Originally, what my plan was for today was to shop around for an SSD and get that and to build that table downstairs. But I got to do some running around. Got to go to the grocery store, pick up some more food because we're running low on meat. We got a half a bag of chicken left. Some egg rolls, some chicken strips, but like nothing good like steak or pork chops or, you know, nothing good. So I'm thinking about scooping over to, actually I should check my phone because it's after Thursday. It's Friday, something happens on Friday. What the fuck? Okay. Anyway, I wanted to check the flyers and see if there's any cool deals on food. What's temperature out today? Minus 12? Okay, perfect. Food Basics has some ground beef on for $2.88 a pound. Not too bad, not too bad. See, not too bad, not too bad. Oh, they got some pork chops on sale. Nice. Some boneless, skinless chicken. Yeah. Some outer tings. Oh, I need to buy some of those. Oh, they got chip dip on sale. Nice. And then they have ultimate chip dip on sale. This stuff here will give you gravy pants like no other. So the battle plan for today is to go to Food Basics, scoop up some shite, and then probably going to get a case of beer because I haven't had anything to drink all week. And it's the weekend, so weekend's here, time for some beer. Oh yeah. Something else I wanted to do was look at getting a hard drive for this MacBook. And dedicating it vlog editor. But I don't know if I want to go that route now because I might just put this thing away. Or actually, I was thinking of putting this back at the gaming computer to use it as a Google is your friend. So when I need to look something up, instead of alt-tabbing out of my game while I'm streaming, I can just go over to the MacBook and do it. And I got my other laptop that I used to use at the vape shop because we were allowed to have our computers there in times of when it was like all your chores were done, everything was clean, and customers weren't coming in. Fuck around on your laptop, and that's what I used to do. That's why anybody who remembers, anybody from Facebook who's actually on my personal Facebook, recalls me talking to them throughout the day on Facebook. It was actually through that laptop. So I'm gonna set that thing up here and use it over here for. I could use it for video editing because it's actually pretty quick with that with Premiere over Vegas. Vegas on it used to take about. Well, it was about a 2.5 to 1. So if you had a 1 minute video, it took about 2.5 minutes to render it. And Adobe is pretty much not 1 to 1, it's about 1.3 to 1. So about a minute 20 to produce a 1 minute 720p video. So it's a lot faster. I think Magix needs to optimize the rendering processor in Vegas to make it work right, because Sony no longer owns the rights to it. They sold that shit to Magix, and Magix just kind of prettied up the interface and sent it back out as a new version. But 14 and 13, same. Alrighty, no time like the present. Let's pitter patter and have at her. Let's get going on this run to the grocery store, scoop up some noms, come back here and get shit did. So I think for tomorrow what I'm gonna do, regardless of what time I go to bed tonight, setting my alarm for noon, waking up, getting at her. You know what I mean? So, because I was really, I'm really thinking that I need to get my fucking time schedules going again. Man, I haven't been outside all week. Should probably check the mail. It's probably, oh yeah, she's jam-packed with shit. Let me just grab all this. Yup. Oh, I see a hydro bill in there. That should be exciting. Let's see how bad it is since carbon tax. Holy fuck a duck. Well, this is ridiculous. How is my electricity off peak so high, but on peak, unless the on peak is just a low time, but where's the fucking carbon tax in this? How come they don't show that? This delivery shit is bullshit. See, if that was gone, I'd be paying my old rate. They added that delivery in to confirm that they would make this kind of money off me. Well, off everybody, I should say. Fuck a duck. I got my gas bill as well. And I figured my union gas, like, I figured my natural gas, sorry, would be a lot higher too because of carbon tax, but turns out, because I'm on equal billing for that, it actually went down. So instead of paying $88 a month, it went down to $72. But instead of paying $143 a month for hydro, it went up to $170. Jesus Murphy. That's like almost a $30 increase. Gotta clean all this shit off the car here. About like $30 increase on hydro. And the worst part is when the Premier talked about this carbon tax, she said it was going to be transparently added to the bills. I was under the understanding that a transparent addition would basically show where the carbon tax is adding an increase to the cost. There's nothing on that bill talking about a carbon tax. So what the hell's really going on? The worst part is every year that carbon tax is going to increase. Weird. Yeah, one of the I follow a couple of the city council dicks on Facebook, and one of them was talking about how they were talking with Kathleen Wynne, the Premier of Ontario, was actually in North Bay a couple days ago, and he was talking to her about this carbon tax and the cost of gas, basically the carbon tax and the cost of hydro and all that, and how concerned the people of North Bay are about it, and the fact that there are families in North Bay, not just all of Ontario, well, all of Ontario too, sorry, but in North Bay there's a lot of families who are currently choosing between keeping the lights on and keeping the cupboard stocked. You know, thank God for services like the food bank, where if you're like, you know, can't cut the food bill, you can go to the food bank. But the problem is the food bank is a donation place. Like, it's all donation based, eh? So basically the way they work is if you're, you know, underprivileged or whatever and you can't afford food, you can go in there and just take food off the shelves. That's why we have that service, to help feed the hungry. Other places more than likely have food banks. I know the US uses something called food stamps. I guess that's like money for grocery shopping or some shit. I've never looked into food stamps. I'm sure somebody in the audience will comment and explain to me what they are. I'm not really too concerned. It doesn't really affect Canada. We don't use that service, but you know what? It might come down to it, because services like the food bank find it hard to stay running when the donations are so limited and low, due to the fact that people can't afford to fucking eat and keep the lights on anymore at the same time. But, you know, I digress. Anyway, what I'm getting at is, apparently he talked to her about the whole situation, and she said she's got a plan to alleviate the cost of hydro. And honestly, the plan should have been, you shouldn't have jacked it up 80%. Like, this is the thing, and I've talked about this in the past. She jacked up her hydro bill 80% that one year. I remember it was back in 2013-14. I made a video about it, where all of a sudden that delivery charge, you know, I was paying about $90 a month for hydro, and then I get a bill for it was $253. And I was like, holy shit. And it was in the winter. It was in January, February when I got that bill. I think it was February. And I couldn't understand why the fuck my bill was so high until I investigated it. And there was this new delivery charge on there. But she fucked up that month on the delivery charges. And basically what the delivery charge does is it'll adjust depending on your hydro usage, so you always have a base pay. Like for me, for some reason, my base pay is $134. So if I use $90 worth of electricity, my delivery charge is $53. No, $43. That's the lowest I've ever seen the delivery charge, is $43. I've never seen it go below that. But the 1 month I used, well, in the summer actually, I didn't use that much electricity because I don't run an air conditioner and shit. And I was working at the call center all throughout the day, so at home a lot of my stuff was turned off during peak hours. So my hydro bill was not being used that much, but I was still paying $134 every month, regardless. And the delivery charge was at one day it was actually up to $70 delivery charge because I only used like $60 or $64 in hydro. Like I said about my buddy in the Muskoka region, he's got a cabin out there, and every fall he goes out and shuts the mains off, and every spring he goes back out and turns the mains back on, like our, you know, spring summer, every May we'll say, and then every October he shuts them down. Well, he got called by the credit office to get his fucking, because he didn't pay his hydro for 3 months, and he's like, I'm not even using hydro at that property, the mains are off. And they're like, no, you got a bill, you owe us, like, I think he said the bill was like 600 and some bucks, and it was basically all delivery charge. He got $120 a month bill with zero usage, $120 delivery cost, and they were taking him to the credit bureau to recoup it because they never called him or whatever. So because of that, that's how they guarantee to get your money. And you say, well, what, fuck it, I'll just live off grid and get solar panels. Unfortunately, in Ontario, if you build a house and you make it solar and you don't hook up to the grid, you can't get a 911 address. You no longer are a valid living address. Theoretically, your house is not a livable domicile. That's how they get you. They force you to hook up to the grid, force you to pay that bill, force you to take that money from you, and there ain't fuck all you can do or say to get around it. So it's kind of bullshit, but it's the legal way of fucking you around, right? It's I don't know. It's a fucking, it should be a crime, but it's a legal kind. So there's not much you can really say or do about it. Just fucking bite down and take one for the team. But anyway, I'm gonna go get some groceries, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Peace. All right, and we're back. What time is it? It's time to start the car. That's what time it is. All right, so 7:50. I'm gonna take a quick run over to Best Try because, you know, I was sitting here and I'm thinking I want to put an SSD in that computer. Power steering. Oh yeah, it's doing that fucking power steering pump thing, which means in a couple seconds my power steering is gonna lock right up. Oh, fuck it. It'll become rack and peanut steering. I know, it's rack and pinion steering, boys. Really got to bring this slut in for fucking recalls. Well, seeing how today's Friday, we'll do that next Monday. So I'm pretty sure they don't do recall work on the weekend. I'll either call and schedule an appointment or some shit. I keep forgetting that the car still needs that shit. And it's not that I'm procrastinating, it's just not on the top of my mind. And my interview has been bumped up to Tuesday, so that's alright. Well, the power steering's still working, so clear that air, clear that air. But yeah, the SSD that's in the MacBook, because I just read the comments on, I just read the comments on my editing with a MacBook, and people were saying upgrade the OS and all this shit, and that'll resolve problems. The problem is that hard drive's so small. So I did some price matching between Best Buy in North Bay versus Newegg. And Newegg, they have a hard drive. It's $79.99 for a 1 terabyte, but shipping is $15.95. So that right there makes it like $94, and then after tax, we're over that. Best Buy has a hard drive, 1 terabyte laptop hard drive for $89.99. All I gotta do is pay tax and I can have it today. Am I doing the upgrades tonight? No, I don't think so. But we will get those upgrades done. at a later date, probably tomorrow or Sunday. And then I can use that 120 gig SSD in the fucking server as an auxiliary. Holy shit, yeah, she's starting to get a little tighter to steer. Starting to get a little less responsive here. Oh yeah, you can feel it. It's not as power assist anymore. The input's kind of rack and peanut. But yeah, instead of, you know, I was thinking, oh, I'll just buy an SSD for the rig. Fuck, why bother? So I'm gonna head inside and see what the price is for or see if they have any hard drives, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, we're back. See if we get that error message again about the power steering. So far, so good. Oh, there it goes. Oh, fuck. See, keep in mind, when this happened last year, was after I did exactly what I did this time around. I haven't driven my car in a couple days. I think the last time I had it out was when I went and did groceries last time. Been kind of a house hermit, which, you know, isn't that bad of a thing. I don't mind being a house hermit. You know, saves me money and stuff, and really there's not much to do out there. What, go for coffee and that's about it. So last year when it kicked up, it was because it sat too long, and I guess ice built up inside of the motor. I don't know. I don't know exactly what the problem could be, but I'm thinking it's something to do with the extreme cold, because this car can sit still in the summer for a long time and fuck all happens. But the winter happens, and then she starts chucking airs like crazy. But well, I got me a hard drive, 1 terabyte. Like I said, it was $89. It was actually $89.99 for a 1 terabyte Western Digital, 3-year warranty, 2.5-inch laptop drive. Fucking perfect. So what the battle plan is to take the 120 gig SSD out of the MacBook and to RAM the 1 terabyte in, and then we'll do the OTA install of macOS 10.7, which is what it defaults to, and then we'll ramp her up to whatever the macOS, I think somebody said it's called Sierra now. I haven't been on par with the macOS's, so we'll put that on there, get my copy of Final Cut going again, update that to the latest and greatest, and then fucking pitter patter. We'll try it out one more time and see how she works. I don't know, I enjoyed editing in Final Cut, I'm not gonna lie to you. I enjoyed it. It worked pretty good. It was pretty efficient, but a couple things I didn't like about it was all the, like for instance on Premiere, I have splitting a track, like splitting a track bound to W, and then a ripple delete bound to Q, so I can jump cut fucking easy peasy just by clicking 2 buttons. Where on the Mac I have to scrub through and hit like options B, I believe it is, to blade cut it, and then I got to go through and click on each individual spot that I want to blow away and hit delete, which is a little bit more of releasing your hand from the mouse, where with Premiere I can use my left hand to control all the controls I'm throwing at it, and my right hand to just guide the mouse, so I can like quickly ripple delete the shit out of it and make those like fucking fast acting, non-stop talking jump cuts that I used to do. Kinda quit doing that lately though, because some people want like straight shot video, and you know what, when people suggest I do something and I assess it and go, you know what, that's less work I have to do, then I usually go that route. But if it's more work that I have to do, I'll try it, and if it doesn't work out, I drop it. Some people would say that's me being lazy. I say that's me being efficient. But to each their own. To each their own. Like on these driving scenes, I jump cut like a motherfucker. Mainly because, you know, the dead air. You probably noticed I'm not vaping right now. That's because I left my dart at home. And is it bothering me? Not one bit. Holy fucking nice U-turn, bud. But yeah, it's not even bothering me that I didn't bring a dart with me. You know, I remember back in the day of the cigarettes, holy fuck, if I left the house without a deck of darts, I'd be stopping at that corner store back there and picking up a friggin' premium deck, because I just couldn't. I needed my darts. So nice not being addicted to nicotine anymore. Like, to have that thing drive over me where I always needed a cigarette, because that was getting tiresome. Especially when you wake up in the morning and you're all lethargic till you hack down that first dart. Like, that's just too much. I think lately the reason why I'm so lethargic is because I'm not doing anything. And I'm fucking just sitting at home vegging away. Hopefully I get this new job, because then I can get out of the house and do more. Well, like I said, the vlogs are going to take a kick, but it is what it is. And I'll be taking the advice of a couple people in the audience this time to not be discussing any job adventures on the vlogs. I'm going to leave the job right out of it from this point on. A lot of you think I can't do it, but you fucking watch. Hey, I did it with the vape shop for 4 months. So that's pretty good. I lied to you guys for a bit about that. You know, there's a lot of doozies that happened at the vape shop that I could have talked about, but I never did. So I could leave the job out of this. I already got 4 months training in, boys. Ha! I should hook up my OBD2 reader and find out what that error code is. Might give me more ideas what happened. But anyway, people, I'm almost home, so I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. You know, I thought about pan frying this piece of ham. Then I said, you know what, fuck it. Let's just barbecue it instead. It's only minus 15 out. What's the big deal? Well, a weird situation with the shitmobile as I was coming home. Just as I got up to my driveway, the service engine soon light turned off and the warning on the dash about power steering went away. Sure enough, just as I get home, the warnings go away. Lovely. Wait, this son of a bitch is looking really good. This is going to be a good eat. A lot of people will be like, Adam, it's minus 15 out. What the fuck you doing barbecuing? And I'm like, ham tastes better on the barbecue than it does on a pan-fried sear. At least that's my opinion. To each their own. Oh, hell yeah. Grill marks, bud. Simple, easy peasy hard drive. Ignore the grease marks. My hands are greasy from having the ham. And I thought I'd show you guys this. This is what we're going to put into the MacBook. And then take that 120 out and stuff it into the Dell Dimension T5500. Or Precision, sorry. And, yeah. Should make the old Macintosh fucking rule. I don't even know why they got to put compatibility on here. Like, where's Linux? I know Linux works on here, so why the fuck isn't Linux on here, eh, bud? It's a hard drive. It stores data. Fuck off. Figure it out. Alrighty, guys. Gonna go rock a piss, grab a 6 or a beer. It's fucking game time. Let's do this! Basically, tonight, Logie and I are testing out the actual version 1.04 of Skaven's Mod Pack. That's right. We're doing a live playthrough on YouTube, so hopefully some of you came and checked that shit out. Alrighty, well, we just got done playing some Minecraft for a long fucking time, and I stopped the stream when my headphones died, and then they wouldn't reconnect to my computer, because Sony products are fucking garbage. I like wireless headsets, but I really wish they had a longer battery life. Oh, things I can't say around my dog, like, who's there? Who's there? Who's there? Who's there? Where? Who's at the door? Who's there? Who's there? Who's there? You triggered? So I basically quit playing Minecraft in order to get the video edited and uploaded, and then to basically get to bed at a decent hour tonight. 5:30 in the fucking morning. And get up somewhat earlier tomorrow so that I can get this hard drive in the MacBook and then get the SSD in the Dell Dimension. Whether or not that happens, that's another story. But that's the battle plan. But I'm going to shut her down here, folks. And funny thing is they're still playing, but they're going to enjoy a little bit of lag while I render this video. So thanks for watching. Like, favorite, and comment. And until next time, people, keep on vlogging.